Very good morning, class 10th. In our previous class, we completed transportation of water and minerals, and we studied about root pressure, and we also studied about transpiration pull. I hope you have understood. Already many have submitted their notes for checking. Today we are going second part. This was the A part, right? We studied that movement of water and minerals from roots to leaves, right? And second part we are going to see now movement of transport of food in plants. मतलब वो अपने फूड का कैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट करते हैं, दैट विल सी टुडे, राइट? सो व्हाट इज देयर फूड? When they combine 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, C6H12O6 plus 6O2 is formed. So it is what? It is glucose, or after some time it may change into starch. So this is the food of the plant which they prepare by the process of photosynthesis. But what is the need of transport of glucose? Because glucose is present in leaves but required by whole plant body. Okay, because whole plant can't do photosynthesis and they can't synthesize glucose, but glucose as energy source, it is required by the whole plant. So it need to be transported from leaves to different part of the plant body. Okay, this is called as translocation. That is our topic, today's topic, translocation. वाटर में क्या हो रहा था? You see, some material like water and minerals, they were coming from outside of the body and then they entered into plant and then they were distributed. That was called as transportation. And here one special term we are using, because nothing means glucose is not coming from outside, it is already present, it is synthesized inside the plant, and within the plant it is circulated. That's why what is happening actually, its location is changing from leaves to different body parts. That's why this is called as translocation. Clear? I hope you understood. Means transport of glucose from the leaves to different body parts of the plant are called as translocation. ठीक है dear. So by which pipes it is done? It is done by phloem. Now can you tell me the components of phloem? Already in class 9th we have studied. What are the components of phloem? Vaishnavi? Roxana? No? Okay, so again there are 4 components of phloem also. One is phloem sieve tubes. Second, phloem companion cells. Then phloem fiber, phloem parenchyma. So these were 4 components, structural part of the phloem. They were made up of permanent tissue, sclerenchyma, right? Okay, ठीक है. Now let's go through how the process is taking place. Translocation mechanism. So to understand it, I need to draw the diagram again. For example, it is the stem of the tree. These are the roots. Etc. The ground part. Okay. Now you remember, inner part was of xylem. स्टेम में अंदर की तरफ क्या है? जाइलम है. It is filled with water. And the outer part, ये outer area है. Here what it is? This red area, red shaded area apart from bark. It is phloem. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ से एक लीफ जो है वो कनेक्टेड है. गार्ड सेल्स स्टोमेटा, फर्स्ट एंड ऑल. और ये मिड रिब में भी जाइलम फ्लोएम दोनों है. तो बाहर की तरफ फ्लोएम, अंदर जाइलम. ओके, ठीक है. So in this area, in the leaves, you know what is present? Glucose, because, or starch, because they are synthesized by photosynthesis. So for example, here glucose is present. But for your information, glucose is not transported in plants. It is not. You should remember this very well. In examination also it is asked many times. What is transported? Which form of food is transported in plants? So आप डायरेक्टली क्या लिख देते हैं? ग्लूकोज. नो, ग्लूकोज इज नॉट ट्रांसपोर्टेड. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस ग्लूकोज इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू sucrose. Is also a kind of sugar. So it is converted into sucrose, and then sucrose is sent to phloem. मतलब फोटोसिंथेटिक सेल्स में जो ग्लूकोज सिंथेसाइज होता है फोटोसिंथेसिस के थ्रू, इट इज़ नॉट ट्रांसपोर्टेड. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, इट इज़ कन्वर्टेड इनटू another form, another sugar form, that is sucrose. This sucrose is transferred from the cells to phloem tubes, phloem seep tubes, right? But for transferring this sucrose from cells to phloem requires energy. ATP means it is a kind of active transport. Without use of energy, sucrose can't enter into phloem. So this is the first step is this. Second step is this. In first step, glucose converted into sucrose, and second step, sucrose is entered into phloem with the help of active transport by utilizing ATP or energy. Now you have to remember, or you have to remind the concept of osmosis. So as soon as this glucose is reached to phloem, अब जाइलम भी इसके पास में ही है, तो ग्लूकोज सुक्रोज के कारण phloem become means phloem sap means liquid. Phloem sap become hypertonic, मतलब कंसनट्रेटेड हो गया. ये बहुत ज़्यादा गाढ़ा हो गया, कंसनट्रेटेड हो गया. फ्लोएम. तो क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द प्रॉपर्टी इन हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन? हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन हैज़ प्रॉपर्टी टू सक द वाटर. वाटर को खींचता है वो, और वाटर बहुत दूर है नहीं, यहीं पर है, फ्लोएम में ही है. सो बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ ऑस्मोसिस, वाटर मूव्स फ्रॉम xylem to phloem. So step number 3, by osmosis process, water from xylem moves to phloem. जाइलम के से पानी फ्लोएम में आएगा, प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा. तो जब प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा तो क्या होगा, तो फ्लोएम में जो लिक्विड है उसमें प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा और ये ऊपर नीचे जाएगा, राइट. इसमें प्रेशर लगेगा, सो इट विल मूव अप एंड डाउन एंड देन इट विल गो टू ब्रांचेस, इट विल गो टू रूट्स, इट विल गो टू फ्रूट, फ्लावर, जहाँ जहाँ ज़रूरत पड़ेगी इट विल गो. ओके, ठीक है. अब सपोज इट इज़ फ्रूट, दिस सुक्रोज इज रीच टू फ्रूट. तो फ्रूट सेल्स इस फ्लोएम से सुक्रोज को कैसे लेंगे. अगेन दिस सुक्रोज इज एब्जॉर्ब बाय फ्रूट सेल्स बाय, नंबर 4 देखते हैं, एक्टिव transport. Sucrose is absorbed by the fruits by the active transport. स्टेप नंबर 4. तो जब जैसे ही सुक्रोज सेल्स ले लेंगी तो फ्लोएम का पानी फिर से वापस आ जाएगा जाइलम में. दिस इज 4th. 5th, वाटर रिटर्न्स टू जाइलम. ये 5 स्टेप हैं, ये आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है. इट इज़ द मेथड हाउ सुक्रोज और फूड आइटम्स एंड समटाइम्स हॉर्मोन्स ऑल्सो दे आर ट्रांसपोर्टेड इन प्लांट्स. क्लियर? आई होप you understood. If you have not understood, then you can see the video again, you can go back. Some important thing you need to remember about it. What important thing you need to remember about it? In xylem, if you compare the transportation by the xylem and phloem, then xylem was unidirectional transport system. मतलब उसमें पानी और मिनरल सिर्फ नीचे से ऊपर जा सकते थे. बट फ्लोएम it is capable to transport the food from leaves to roots or roots to leaves. So it is called as bidirectional transport system. मतलब खाना means food items, they can go downside from the leaves and the food can come back from the roots to leaves also. So it is bidirectional transportation system. Okay. In examination question is asked also when, generally, because why plant will send the food from roots to leaves, because roots are not capable to synthesize the food. So why food will go toward the leaves? And what is the need of leaf? What is the need of food to the leaves? Already they are capable to do the photosynthesis. तो ओके, तो हम देखते हैं. सो दिस इज व्हाट, दिस इज सोर्स, ये याद रखेंगे आप. सोर्स एंड ये क्या है, फ्रूट्स और रूट्स, दे आर सिंक. They are going from source to sink. It is general transportation, source to sink. ये leaves क्या है, source. Roots क्या है, sink. But from the sink sometimes food is going toward the source. When क्वेश्चन इज व्हेन. कुछ याद है किसी को? इफ एनीबडी कैन गेस और कैन गिव द आंसर. आस्था? नो. ओके. So this transport means food from roots going towards the leaf at the time of spring season. Just after autumn, जब पेड़ अपनी सारी पत्तियां शेड कर देते हैं and they are ready to grow with the new leaves, but at that time plants don't have leaves, they can't synthesize food, but for growing or for wearing new leaves they need some energy. तो उस कहाँ से एनर्जी आएगी जिससे थोड़े से नए लीव्स बन जाएं, देन आफ्टरवर्ड दे कैन प्रोड्यूस द एनर्जी विद द हेल्प ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस. बट दिस टाइम व्हेन दे डोंट हैव एनी लीफ, देन they can't synthesize food, so they are dependent on stored food which is already reserved in plants roots or plants stem. So that food is coming back again from sink to source, and with the help of this food new leaves are formed, and then when the leaves are formed, synthesized food is again stored in leaves. ठीक है. So in spring, for the formation of new leaves or buds. So you should remember it very carefully. Okay dear, I hope you have understood it. We today completed translocation, means transport of food in plants, right? That is glucose, that is transported by phloem. It has 4 components. For its mechanism, it is a process by which it is taking place. So translocation is a process, structure and process. So first of all, glucose present in leaves or leaf cells, it is converted into sucrose. Sucrose by the active transport is pumped or reached to phloem. When the phloem is getting sucrose, it becomes very thick or it becomes hypertonic. Due to hypertonic property, it absorbs the water from xylem, and due to the water coming from the xylem, it feels some pressure. Due to pressure, that phloem sap is moving to different body parts, and different body parts take the sucrose from the phloem by the process of active transport. When the sucrose is taken by different body parts, then water is returned to xylem, and this process in a cyclic manner continuously taking place in plants. And phloem, very special thing that it can transport in both the direction, from leaves to roots and roots to leaves. Leaves, they are source of energy, and sink means storage. In a spring season, the food which is stored in roots, it going back towards the source for production of or for wearing new leaves and new buds. It is only in spring season. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, take care. Thank you.